What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day, or not depending on, but I hope it's awesome. And yes, we are back at it tonight, or today. And markets are actually looking like they're maybe bounce back today from yesterday. As you guys know, obviously Trump was inaugurated, went through the whole deal. He is now in the leader of the free world again. And the markets didn't do what we all thought they were going to do. We thought that they were going to go up in price. A lot of us were anticipating it. We did talk about it going flat and things like that. So, today seems like there could be a rebound of a day. How far does this rebound actually happen? I don't know. I don't know how far the rebound is going to be, but there's definitely going to be, it seems like a little bit of an uptick today. The markets are looking pretty good, even from the stock market standpoint. The whole tariff discussion has been said out there. Anyone that actually entered into some prices yesterday, you're actually looking pretty good today. So anyone that actually jumped in and bought up some of this, again, follow your indicators. We have the Fibonacci out here was telling us that we were in buy zones. I was telling everyone that we were in a buy zone based off of the indicators that were out there yesterday. But again, up to you guys to decide what's best for you. I do know that Link is absolutely killing it right now, up almost 45% over the last 8 days, which again, probably one of the best purchases of this cycle so far, and very happy with that. So anyone that got into the Link one, I know we're doing pretty well. We do have some news to cover today because there's some pretty good news that actually came out with Watcher Guru talking about Bank of America, and also Brian Armstrong coming out and addressing the issues. So before we jump into all that, I want to say what's up to the A team here. We got Jonathan in the house here. Kelvin, what's up, dude? Jarvis, Peach Harbor, what's up, dude? Golfing and Rob, good to see you guys. Brandon, what's going on, dude? Louis,
I don't understand.
oh my gosh, Siri just totally scared the hell out of me right there. Really, Siri? You got to come in hot like that? What's up, Jody? What's going on there? Jonathan, yes. Auto Pops, Hopium Days, good morning to you too. Westby playing, what's going on? Dangerous Dave, good to see R Lake in the hat here, hype in the chat. Yes, we got Francisco, Jody, Jay, what's going on, guys? Jeremy, Flyboy, we got a lot of people in the chat already. Gosh dang, you guys are ready to rock and roll tonight or today. We're ready to rock and roll today, dude. So yeah, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you haven't liked it. Like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's get into some sharing this. We got some things to go on today. Sorry that I'm streaming a little bit early today. I have some stuff I got to get done today, but I want to make sure I get the stream in today. I was looking at a link before we actually got on live today. I was looking at the link and where it's at right now, and this is kind of where we're looking. Dude, it's looking phenomenal. So but let's jump into the thing. You can see right now that this last hour we've had a nice little turnaround in the market. Bitcoin's fighting this 105 level here, but a lot of the altcoins have followed. You can see the XRP is back up to 319. This thing was down to like 303 last night. So good little return right there. Obviously, Chainlink's still rising up right here. Stellar is looking pretty damn good, at least from yesterday too. I mean, we dipped down pretty good. Now we're coming back. Same with Hedera, coming back pretty strong there. Everyone's talking about the Trump coin. Trump coin's actually bouncing back. This is down to 32 yesterday, so this is back up. But again, things are looking pretty good. The stock market alone, the Dow jumps up over 400 points today. As you can see, it's sitting here around 428 at the time of this filming, along with the S&P 500 getting about 36 and NASDAQ up 58. So as you guys know, Trump's tone didn't soften on the tariff side of it. Even though we know that we're going to be tariffing out there, we still don't know how the economy is going to react to that. But we do know that the future looks bright. I put this out here yesterday. This is something that you guys should just realize. When I say that a market rally incoming, that doesn't mean today. That doesn't mean tomorrow. It doesn't mean it could take 7 days. We already counted out the days yesterday on stream. It could take anywhere from 7 to about 12 days before we start to see any action in the market. And it could be before that, right? We just know that the previous in 2020, in 2016, or 2017, and then 2021, we knew that right after Inauguration Day, the market kind of goes flat. Kind of went flat for a little bit there, for some accumulation to happen in the market, and then we have to actually can take off from there. And there was another little chart out here I wanted to show you, is that look at the accumulation phase before we took off. This is Bitcoin. So here in June, we had a major accumulation phase. We boomed up. Then here, coming in the beginning of the year, we had a lot of accumulation phase, and now we built up. How long is this accumulation phase going to be before we come back up here? It could be something like this, where we have like roughly maybe a couple more days or a couple more weeks. This is in the weekly chart. So we could be here for another week. Like I said, 7 to 12 days seems to be like the average from after Inauguration Day to when we start to actually go back up in price, or when we start to tail back up. So again, this could be a nice little accumulation phase here. So anyone that's like new to crypto or jumping into crypto, just focus on accumulating. Don't focus on necessarily the day trading of it. Just focus on the accumulation of it. Again, if you go back and you look at some of these prices right here, like let's just take Hedera for instance. Okay, Hedera, this is like this is a buy zone for Hedera right here. And as you guys know, if you watched me previously, I put out there tons of times on how low we can go. Like we talked about, like anywhere from 25 to 28% dip in the market seems to be like a common thing after Inauguration Day. Well, we had this massive rally up here to Inauguration Day, right? You guys all saw that. Then we've come down. Well, if you actually take this right now and you pull down to where this is at right now, this is down 14%. Yesterday after the inauguration, dude, we were down here roughly at 21% decline in the market. You know what I mean? Like we actually have been down here, guys. We're down at 21%. If you bought yesterday, right after the thing, I mean, right here it dips down. It's about 19%, almost 20% dip in the market from the very top, at about 40 cents on H bar. You know, so we're taking, okay, so let's just say it goes down to 25%. Let's just say it goes down to 25%. That puts us right here at the 30 marker, which again, a lot of us talked about. And then 28% puts us down here at the 28. But where is that at from where we're at right now? That's roughly about we're talking about another 10% drop. So again, accumulation phase in here is not a bad deal. You know, anytime we get into the green here, if you're trying to accumulate, these are good accumulation areas. Again, it's up to you to decide if that's something that's best for you or not. I mean, that's up to you. Again, look at the indicators, follow your indicators. XLM did the same thing. XLM came into a nice little buy zone here. I mean, even from its high of hitting up here, it's come down. We're roughly down 17% as of yesterday, right? Almost 19% coming down here before we filled back up last 2 days. Sorry, this was Monday leading up to it, right? Monday was yesterday, fell all the way down here, and boom, we hit this 50, bounce back up. But these have already came back down. So if we play the 25% mark, right, that puts us back down here, right around the 38. You know, but again, it's hard to say how far this is going to go. I don't know, but these are accumulation areas that are good areas to accumulate. XRP is still overpurchased for me. Like I would, again, personally, because I already have a big bag of XRP. XRP is not my focus right now to accumulate a bag. If you're trying to get into XRP, it's trading sideways right here, which means it could stay up here and just keep trading sideways, right? And you could always move this down. You could always move this up and try to find an area, right? We could always go right here, and you could do this, right? And say, okay, now that if it dips in here, I'm going to take that, right? You could always come to this low right here and create this to where when it dips into here, you could play off this line. And maybe that's what we got to do. You know, maybe that's what you got to do to find areas to jump in here. Like I said, I've held it back here because, again, I'm trying to play the long game on this. So maybe it comes down further. So I'm playing a little bit of the long game because I can play that long game, where some of you guys need to probably play the short game if you're new and need to probably move this up here and then play this game that's actually dipped into a buy zone multiple times. You know, almost dipped into a buy zone yesterday at $2. So you, again, change the charts that work for you and try to see the different areas of buy zones for you. But again, XRP is not I'm not accumulating XRP for some swing trades right now. My focus is HBAR and XLM because the biggest return is happening right now when it dips down into these areas. We're talking 20% returns, 25% returns. You know, those are really, really good versus XRP. I mean, if we go look at where this thing came up to where it is right now, we're talking a 5% return. So on a swing trade, like 5% is great, but it's better to get a 10 or 12% return. And that's kind of where the focus is shifted a little bit here with HBAR and XLM for me, is that the gains can be a little bit better because they're actually, this is a little bit easier to follow, where XRP has kind of been up in this, for me, a sell zone. So I haven't been focusing on it. So that's just to let you guys know where I'm at with the trades up here. So yeah, sorry, I went on a massive tangent right there, but I just wanted to paint the picture here for, again, what the future could actually hold here in the next coming days. We're talking like 7 to 12 days. We could sit here and consolidate and accumulate for 7 to 12 days, which again, we can go back and look on the charts that's kind of the average of what happens before we actually go to the next level, which again, you can see right here, we can accumulate for multiple days, even go downward. So in 2021, we actually went downward. Biden was elected and we took a massive dip. And then we built back out of it. But again, it took all those days, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10 days to get back up to where you were buying up here after this dip, right? So it took 7 days before we started to come back up and take our profits. Same if you go back to 2016, same exact ordeal. I'm chilling with my champagne. Hell yeah, dude. Austin, what do you think will happen to the crypto space if Trump coined rugs? It's not going to rug, dude. There's no way. If you look at the contract can't be rugged. I mean, I guess, you know, I guess there could be the 80% coming out here, but I know people are worried about the 80%. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Probably wouldn't sit well. I guess if it came to, but I guess I'm trying to be optimistic and thinking that it's not going to rug. I'm glad you clarified that. Incoming, all these other YouTubers keep saying today is the day. Yeah, today's not necessarily the day, dude. I mean, you should anticipate, you should be accumulating in case it's the day, right? I think it's important that you find areas of entry, and if you're new to crypto, you should definitely find, the cryptos that you like. Because again, if you're following the cryptos that you enjoy, like you don't care where they go, you'll continue to have, if you have money and things like that, or you have uh, things that you can actually DCA into your position, you're okay with where you purchase these things because you know what the long-term game is. Long-term game is this. This is the long-term game, right? We're going to go up in price. We're going to go up, 100, 200, 300% from where it's at. So if you believe that, just like Michael Saylor believes that Bitcoin is going to keep going up, which is why he bought another $1.1 billion today. If he believes that it's going to keep going up in the bull market, we are in a bull market right now. We're not in a bear market. If it's a bear market, different story. We're in a bull market, and I think that you can work your way out of basically anything that you got here. You can work your way out of. The only thing you can't work your way out of right now is a margin trade. Again, if the market takes a shit and you get liquidated, like you can't work your way out of that. I mean, you could try to add margin. You can keep adding it so you don't get liquidated and things like that. But I mean, you're gonna just keep spending money. Eventually, you're gonna get liquidated, and all that money is gonna go with it. Whereas if you buy on the spot trade side of it, it's a little bit it's a lot less riskier, and you can work your way out of those trades. And again, you don't lose until you sell. And the only time you lose is if you sell. And a lot of these top tier cryptos in a bull run are going to continue to do really, really well. It's the meme coins out there, like the Trumps and the Melanias and Pepes and those ones. Those ones are speculative, dude. Those ones can keep going down because of emotional trading, which is what we saw. We saw the emotional trading with them. So anyone that actually jumped into that and jumped in and now they're down, now you got a taste of what it is to be in a meme coin. It's emotional trading. You can't TA that. You can't follow trends. There's no trends. There's nothing. So again, yeah, just be careful with that. Yeah, I did see the XRP ETF. I also saw that they put out a Trump ETF, which was hilarious. Yeah, hit that like button. Show Austin some love. Appreciate you, Hyde. What was the yellow, green, blue chart called? You were saying these right here? Is this what you're asking for? Here, you can take a photo right here. I put this up all the time. This is your visible range profile. Right here. Shows you your good levels of support and resistance. Christopher Hack, thanks so much for the $5, dude. Do you think you talk about how people can learn to take profits when it's the person's time? I think you have to just everyone's in a different position, right? So if you're holding a long-term bag, like you should be holding long-term, right? We're talking, 90 plus days, if not longer than that, 180 days. Like that's long-term, anything like for me, like I've been holding for like 3 years. So there'll be a time when the sell time comes, but the sell time's not now, dude. I mean, because I believe that we're still, 300-400. We're still like 300-400, like roughly 300 or 400% away in a lot of these things. So I'm going to continue to ride that out. I'm going to continue to see where that goes. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But I think everyone's different. If we're talking swing trades, you just got to set your percentage and think about what's best for you. If you put 10K into this and it goes up 6%, is $600 good enough for you in a day? 2 days? Is that good enough? You got to really decide what's best. Chainlink was a good swing trade. Yeah, I actually held mine. I didn't swing it. I was going to swing it, but this thing just kept going. My Chainlink, as you guys know, this thing just kept rising. I kept putting my stop loss in. It kept going up and up and up. And then when this pullback came, I made the decision I'm gonna hold long term. And I didn't even. I was like, you know what, dude, this is already up like a massive amount. I mean, we were already up like roughly 42% on this right here, and it came back, it pulled back, and it went back down to 25%. And I was like, dude, that's a really, really good dip. I should have added more right here, but I didn't. And I was like, I'm just gonna hold it. I haven't accumulated a Chainlink bag yet, right? I sort of jumped into it, and now it's just I'm just going to continue to accumulate it, and now it's just taken off, and it's still back up to where it was up here. And I mean, yeah, we're sitting really nice with the Chainlink bag. I'm not going to lie, it's a really good purchase. Billion Right, thanks so much for the $2, dude. Like the live, you smell like I appreciate you, dude. Thanks so much for the $2. You guys are wild. I love it when people give dates on when they're going to the moon or when prices are going up, and always wrong, and it goes to show people don't really know shit about. Yeah, I try really hard not to do it. It's hard to give dates. I think it's just, we can go back. Like I said, you can look at history. Like history is the only way to like really try to predict the future. And it's not always right. I mean, we were wrong. I was wrong, looking at the previous history of Bitcoin going down, 2 weeks at the beginning of the year every inauguration, and we actually went up. So there's times where you're wrong from the history standpoint, but it's nice to go back and actually look at what history is telling us on a day standpoint. I mean, we can go back and look at this again. I do this a lot, but like we can go back and look right here. Let's go. It's not on this one. It's on this chart. So again, I mean, you can go back and look. This was inauguration on Biden's inauguration back in 2021. We can see right here that the chart went down. So that's 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. This is consolidation. And then by the time we actually got back up to even, we were already a week in. That's 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day, 7 day, 8 day, 9 day, 10 day, 11 day, 12 day, 13 day. About 13 days, we actually got back to even. So it's 2 weeks, 2 weeks to get back to even. And then we went up on the rise. So you could accumulate it for basically 2 weeks after Biden's inauguration to then pull out of this and then go into this run that we had right here. And then this is actually in February going into Q1 here. We actually took this dip and we took another dip in March. So it's looking like towards the end of every month we take a dip, right? Boom, come up for the month, and then here about February we're going to go down. It seems to be the thing. We can actually go back and look at here and 2016. Okay, again, I know I keep playing this, but it's a good thing to look at because again, it's the only thing that we have to look at to really gauge where we're going with things. So again, here's when Trump got inaugurated back in 2000. This actually needs to be over one more. Here's where Trump got inaugurated, or here's January 17th. Yeah. So, okay. So here we had this massive run going into inauguration day, right? Massive rally into inauguration day, and it went downward, and we had this massive downtrend, and then boom, we worked our way in, and then we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Before we have 13 days before we actually started to even take off. So again, another 2 weeks before we started to really pull back out of here. But if you count all these days, these days are still accumulation, especially for people that bought up here. But right here is another 13 days of accumulation before we even took off to go up on this rally right here. And again, as you look, we start to rally. Look, towards the end of February, boom, we come off, right? So yeah, just something to watch out for. Just something to continue to watch, right? I mean, I think it's important when you're trying to get these trades, if you're trying to accumulate and things like that, realize that we're probably anywhere from, we could be anywhere from 7 to 10 to 13 days out in all reality. I mean, if you're really looking at it. So dude, that's a bad looking chart right there. Gosh dang. So that's kind of where we're at with it. And so again, you're in accumulation phase. And now you can see inauguration day was here, right? So 1, 2, 3, we could be sitting here going like this for 13 days. So we're talking 13 days from now. We're talking, what is that, February 1st? February 1st, we could probably start seeing maybe us coming out of accumulation on average, right? 13 days, 12 to 13 days. So we could come up and come down and come up and come down, but we won't have a breakout until 13 days, give or take. That's what history is telling us anyways. Never seen anybody get a date right. Yeah, I would agree with you. The dates are tough, dude. That's why you should talk in periods, like, versus that's why the further you pull back and don't give dates, you just pull back and you say, okay, it could be anywhere from 7 to 12 days. I mean, you're giving yourself a pretty big window there, but I mean, it helps give you some guidance. Big likes. How long have you been? Oh, Crypto Navigator. Yeah, good morning to you guys. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I've been going on a tangent this morning. Any predictions on Tau? I do not know what that is. Just now saw you were on. Oh, what's up, Zeus? Yeah, I came on a little bit early today. I won't be able to stream past 10:30, so I came on early to talk about everything. One cool thing here is that we did see the Bank of America CEO says banking industry will embrace crypto. So again, they just got to make it easy for people to actually embrace this. And once they do, I think that they're going to come out here and start embracing it. And this is actually a really big thing for the Bank of America CEO to come out and say this. This is huge for crypto. Once they put guardrails in place, crypto is going to blow up. Look at what Brad Garwenhouse just tweeted. Okay. Let's go see what Brad said here real quick. Good old Brad Garwenhouse. Where are you at, buddy? There you are. Oh, that's awesome. Still riding high from all the inauguration events in DC this weekend, from crypto ball to VP dinner to POTUS dinner to sitting in the Capitol yesterday. So he was there yesterday. There's a palpable excitement for the good that's possible leveraging crypto and blockchain here in the U.S. finally and globally, dude. You know that this IPO is going to come out big time, dude. And this guy says F garlic bread. This guy put in a short. He leverage traded and got his ass kicked, dude. That's what do you expect, bro? That's funny. That's a cool tweet. That's good to see. So he was there yesterday. That's kind of badass. That's kind of cool to see. Yeah, that is a cool tweet. I would agree with that. XDC climbing. XDC is climbing right now. Cool, dude. Let's go take a look at it. XDC. I don't know if it's climbing. Doesn't look very climbing to me. So yeah, we're gonna see how this next hour goes here for a lot of these ISOs. Like I said, if you're following this pattern yesterday, again, I don't tell you guys when to buy or things like that. I don't even like to say that I buy because then people are going to follow and I don't want people to get hurt. So I try not to. I know people want me to say that stuff. I know people are like, hey, tell me when you buy and all that good stuff. But like I try to avoid it because I just, I think people should make their own decisions and they shouldn't rely on me to tell them. So I kind of don't say a whole lot. I just try to give you guys indicators and then say this is like, these are some areas of buy zones. And I guess that's my lingo for like, I'm also probably going to be looking at buying in these zones too. I mean, I'm trusting the indicators that I have out here. So obviously I'm going to play the game. I just will never come out and say, I'm buying at this zone and you should jump on it too. Like, I just want everyone to realize that. I will tell you guys if I buy sometimes, but it's just like, sometimes I should probably just leave it up to you and not say it. Just because I don't want people to get hurt if it does go down or people to be upset that it goes down in price. Cause trust me, this space is a tough space for that. So again, I just trust my indicators and my buy zones and again, work my way out of zones. So I just want people to realize that that's kind of how I do things. Brad met with Chainlink developers. Yeah, we saw that. That was cool that they're doing that. Investors blame Brad for a short. See, that's what I'm saying. So people getting upset about the short trades. People get upset at me if I came out and said, hey, I'm making this trade today and then took a shit, right? I don't think they're comparable, but I think it's competitor to some degree. They're more person to person. Would you say H bar is overbought? Probably for the hour, yeah. Not for the 4 hour. 4 hours, it's actually down for H bar. You can see right here, it's actually under purchased. Hasn't dipped below the 20, but it could bounce off this 20 and come back up. But we could have some sideways trading right here, which isn't bad. Again, 12 hours looking like it's coming down, so that's good. We want this to come down. We want the RSI to come down here, so we can actually rebound off that and come back up. But we could enter into a couple of days where it's like this, right? Where it's just downward, it's just down thing. The day chart's coming down. This is actually kind of good. Now, does it bounce off of the 50 and come back up? As right now it's at the 46. Does it bounce back up off the 50? I don't know. We'll see. But even if this comes and consolidates for 13 days, I mean, we're talking 13 days of consolidation. This came down and bounced down. So how long did it take us to get down here? We were down here at roughly the bottom for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So almost 12 days before we broke out of this, right? So we could do the same thing here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have to sort of count down, and it could be another, 5 days before this thing comes down here. We trade sideways a little bit here, up and down, nothing crazy. And then that's your accumulation fade. This is accumulation right here. This was like a perfect accumulation for anyone getting into crypto. And in between here, we make swing trades. Right? Accumulate. If you're new to crypto, accumulate these areas. Don't be swing trading. But if we're here and we already have an accumulation, now it's time to swing trade these things, right? So now we know that this could be the area of this could actually be the area that we would want to go off of. And now this is like the old. This is like the old. Remember when we had this up? You guys remember when we had this up, right? That was the old chart right there. Boom. Look at that. And it traded right here. And now look at this, dude. Look at where these things are. Actually, I think it was right here. Yeah, it was like right here. This is where the old chart was. Remember, guys, that was the old chart. And look at that, dude. We played that perfectly. Now look at the new chart, dude. We're almost in the same exact area as the new chart. Look at almost identical. Now we're up here and we'll probably play this game where it's going to dip into the sell zone. It's going to come back into the buy zone, into the sell zone, back into the buy zone. So if you're new to crypto, these buy zones are your accumulation zones, dude. Even if you have to DCA because it came down to 31, but if you're buying at 32 or if you're buying at 34 and it dips down to 30, like these are your accumulation zones. Now, if you're swing trading it, right, you should be playing the zones, right? Dips down here to 31, like you should realize, like, oh shit, that's actually a good buy. Okay, maybe I'm going to play that up. Maybe it dips down further, and I got a DCA in to get out of my swing trade here for profits. Like, again, we're starting to play the game now. If this trades sideways, that's good for swing trading. Like now we're going to establish a pattern here, probably, hopefully for 13 days. Like I said, hopefully we're going to build this sideways for 13 days. I know people don't want to hear that, but that's kind of what I want. And then we take off, right? We build a nice little another platform like we saw right here. And then we try to get up to new highs, which we did right here. Even though it wasn't as big of a new high, doesn't matter. Maybe this is maybe this isn't 13 days. Maybe this is only 7 days of going sideways here. And we're already 1, 2, 3 days into it. So we have 5 more days left, 5 to 10 more days, and we're good to go. Again, these are just things to think about. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying think about that when you're looking at your charts. What's the upside of Pepe? Just a lot of people jumping on it. Mom, Dharma, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Yeah, good morning to you as well. Brad with Sergey from Chainlink. Yeah, that's nice. That's true because tell people to buy, they'll blame you. Oh, it happens all the time, dude. And people get upset. Even if I say I'm buying at 225, like, dude, that's a really good zone for like XRP was a good zone for 225, right? And we got into 225, three trades. We got in at 225, right? This fourth trade missed by just barely. So it missed. Like it happens, dude. It missed. And then it went on this massive tear. So now that we're on this tear, now we're going to find this pattern, right? Now we're going to find this pattern. Like I said, you can move this. You can move this chart. You don't have to stick where I'm at, right? You can go over here and go, okay, I'm gonna actually move up to this low, this cycle low, and I'm going to start doing this. But still, it's in a sell zone, even if you do that. But it's going to make it to where this could actually dip down into more of buy zones for you if you choose to do that. Again, I prefer to be a little bit further back for my zones, but you could do it up here if you'd like. And again, this already dipped in majorly. This dipped past the 50 at 283. And maybe that's the zone we go with versus this zone. It's up to you. Oh, I know that's the hardest part, Patrick, is when you're following patterns and you're doing it all right, and then someone comes in and liquidates, which we had happen multiple times in the markets. Liquidation event, unplanned. You couldn't predict those. This one you couldn't predict. This one you couldn't predict. That's when Bitcoin went down past 90. Same with this one, right? We had major liquidation events, and we'll have more liquidation events that will be really hard to decide when it's going to happen. I use TradingView, dude. And again, if you need to make it easier for fractals, I mean, look at this right here. So one thing that's important here is that we've already saw the low here. We already saw the high here. We haven't actually created a new low yet. So again, like if you're swing trading this right here on the XRP, realize this is going to come up and we haven't even found a low yet. So the low, you have to wait for the next low to create the next fractal. We created this high right here. This could be the next fractal. If this continues to rise up and create a new high, this will then become the low of this cycle right here. But like I said, you have to sort of wait for that to play out. And this is already coming to fill up this fair value gap right here that was left at 318. So will this bounce off of this and come back down? I don't know. We'll have to sort of play that out. Same with here, right? We already saw the high. We haven't seen the low yet, which means that there's not a red candle down here. See that? Usually it's at the end of a red candle. We don't have a red candle right here. So there's not actually a fractal hasn't actually been created on this low right here. Now this could be the low for H bar if this continues to rise, because that's the low of the that's the low of the candle right there. So a red fractal would come right here and it would continue up. And again, we have a fair value gap up here at 35, which again, if you're reading these indicators, you could look at this yesterday when this got created and say, okay, this is dipping down. And if anyone went out there after I got off my live and saw that this was dipping down here at 32 and 31, you could go, okay, maybe this is a good time to buy. Maybe not. It's up to you guys to decide if you want to buy it or not. I told you guys my buy zones are down here at 31, but indicators can change, right? You can see that this comes down and dips down and they're on, okay, maybe this is a time to buy, right? We're coming down. Boom, we're at the bottom right here. And if you want to enter into a swing trade right there, it's a good enter into a swing trade. And you're already up right now. If you bought yesterday, even if you bought right here, you're up right here. You're already up almost 4%. Knowing that we have a fair value gap up here at 35, which again, we're hoping that it hits the fair value gap at 35 here, which would be a 6% return, which would be a great return on the day. It'd be almost a 7% return on the day. And if you put 10K in, you're up $700, you cash out, you move on. So that's kind of the game to be played. Same with XR. We have a nice one up here at 47. That one might be a little bit harder to get, but we're actually could get there. So if you bought back here in this zone down here, which again, a lot of level of support here at 42, 43. You can see that this red line coming through here. So we're bouncing off this level of support here. Comes down, it hits it. So if you bought this last night, right now you're up about roughly you're up about like 4 or 5%. But up here, you're at a 10% gain. So if we can come back up here and fill this fair value gap up, which we just saw XRP happening right here, we're hoping that maybe H bar comes up and fills this fair value gap, and XLM comes up and fills this fair value gap. That would be ideal. And then that would be a 10% return right there. This would be roughly about a 5%. What is this? A 7% return right there. So, when you're making these trades, like just consider these as an option. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't say it's going to play out, but just look at your indicators. Trust your indicators too. Trey, thanks so much for the $2, dude. Can you check Pepe? Yeah, I'll check in a little bit, dude. I'll check in a little bit. I appreciate the $2, bud. I'll check it before I jump off, okay? Why does I don't know what that is. After trying to swing trade my XRP at 260 on the way up, I only been holding. Yeah, don't follow my lead. No, you're good, James Bond. You just got to accumulate. You know what I mean? What's up, Triple D? All coins are greater than meme coins. Yeah. The Trump poo coin art. Cool. What's up, Cool Cat? Other than DeFi and meme coins, what other sectors do you think are best to heat up in the long term? I mean, you talking like sectors inside crypto? What's the average buy for XRP minus 63? Yeah, that's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good buy. I think my average is like 35, 36. What's going on, B Miller? What are your predictions how XRP will be next month? I think we're going to see something like this. This tends to be where this is like February right here, right? So it's kind of what I'm hoping for, something like this in February. This is weekly charts, just to let you know. So, this is like kind of like the February. So it's probably the 1st of February, 2nd of February, we're going up. And then this is March. This was like the end of March right here. So that's something you want to consider, right? And then we want to continue to build up right here. This is March. Then we built up, through 2022. This is probably about June of 2022. And then we had this massive sell-off here. But again, we're in a different cycle and rally right now. It's a different ball game right now. But this is a lot of what we'll see. Sideways trading, then up. Sideways trading, then up. Which is what you want. You want to see that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? You guys all know the conversation we had yesterday with Coinbase. So Coinbase came out and said that they're expediting the Solana deposits and withdrawals. So they're trying to make things right. But still, a lot of people were pretty pissed off about that from yesterday. When you say liquidation, is it when someone takes out their money due to the way? Well, what happens is they lose their money. So when you put in a short or a long, let's just say you put in a long and then the price goes down. Let's just say that you put a 10x, you put $1,000 in at 10x leverage. So that means you get $10,000, right? So you're using $1,000 to get $10,000 in leverage. If Bitcoin goes down 10%, you're going to get that $1,000 fully liquidated, meaning you lose your $1,000. But what people do is they could put more money in to save them from being liquidated. Like you'll see on Coinbase here, it'll say you're 40% away from liquidation. Add more to your account, and you can actually add more so you can protect your liquidation from happening. So you can actually add money to it. Well, people will do that. People will say, okay, well, I don't want to get liquidated at 10%, so I'm going to add more. So it's like you're adding more to the leverage trade. Say you want to put $2,000 more on, $2,000 on there again. Maybe you put another $1,000 in there. Well, if that goes down 20%, now your $2,000 gets liquidated. You know what I mean? So you can continue to play this game as much as you want, and that money just goes. And as soon as you get liquidated, you get liquidated. And that's where the people play the game, is that those big wicks will come down and liquidate people's entire portfolios because of that wick, right? They won't even be able to catch it if they wanted to. And so people will have this in their accounts. They'll have, whatever it is. And if you don't exit or put a stop loss in on your margin, even if you're taking a loss, like, hey, I'm only going to take a $500 loss on this, and then I'm going to exit my contract. People don't do that. People will play the game all the way down, just like they'll play the game all the way up. So margin game is a scary deal if you're new, dude. A lot of people can get hurt. But if you're in a swing trade, if you're just buying on a spot trade, you just buy it. Like, you take 10 grand and you buy something, and it goes down, 20%. Okay, you bought $10,000 worth of it. You're losing $2,000, so you have $800 or $8,000 left. Like, you can hold that for 5 years and it's not going to get liquidated. But as soon as you put it in a margin call, you have a contract that you have to abide by, and that contract is saying you only have 14 days before you have to get out of before this contract's up, or 30 days, or whatever it is that you're getting into. Extremely bullish on XRP meme coins. Yeah, me too. Not that I only own one, but I think they can do well. Tony, what's going on, bud? I'm late to the class. No, it's all good. I started early, dude. At 10K, I have $1 million. I have $1 billion. Nice. Someone, what's up, buddy? Say go. Hey, Austin, when will alt season start? It started November 5th, bro. Started November 5th. I know people are saying it's just starting because everything else is, but it really started November 5th, dude. Jen, thanks so much for the $2, dude. What do you think of Bonk? I mean, Bonk's okay. It's an established meme coin. You can't be too upset with Bonk. It's up there. I think anything that's, trading on Coinbase and trading on the top tier exchanges are probably, they're to somewhat, there's legitimacy for a meme coin. Pepe, Bonk, you know what I mean? You go down the list of them. I mean, shit, Trump just got listed on freaking Coinbase. So I don't think you can actually trade it on Coinbase yet, but I did see that it's on there. Can you trade it on there yet? Let's see, Trump. Is Trump official? Can you trade on there yet? Not yet. It's not official yet, but as soon as it gets on there, I guarantee you people will start buying it. Hey, let's see here. Doesn't no, he said set up a course, then goes in a whole teaching segment. I know, right? Sorry, dude. Sorry, I'll stop the teaching moments. I'm sorry I missed, but do you think you could go over PopCat? Probably not. I don't know anything about PopCat. I know it's a meme coin. I'm driving from Oregon to Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. I'll be listening to you. Thanks for keeping me awake. Oh, dude, bullish billionaire. That's awesome, dude. That's all. No, I appreciate that. Good. So drive safe, bud. Yeah, Steve. That's a very common thing, dude. I think a lot of new people jump into meme coins just because they, and Trump didn't help with a meme coin, because a lot of people want to turn to $1,000 into 10K. Austin, check out the Vitho cryptocurrency. Okay. Solana junk has crashed like 10. Yeah, Solana's rough, dude. I thought they would be better this go around, but they're not. XRP is actually doing really good right now. So again, you know what I mean? This is the really good entry point right here for a lot of people. Coming down here, even yesterday, tough down or hit this $3 mark, right on the cusp of 382. And I think some people on stream said they bought it at $3. So kudos to you guys. You guys are sitting pretty right now, up about roughly almost 6% on a trade. That's pretty good, dude. So kudos to you guys. Coinbase are the biggest letdown at times. If anybody, yeah, you got to be careful with any exchange. You think it's going to dip more? I think there's always a possibility of a dip. Like I said, I mean, this thing could come up here and we could come back down into this green zone. So I mean, you want to continue to watch these things. Set your stop loss, especially if you're up. If this fills like today, right? If this fills right here, like my goal is if this fills, right, buying down here at 32, if this fills up here at 7% margin, 7% gain, like that's a sell for me. You know what I mean? If this comes up and fills up here almost for roughly a 11% gain, like that's a sell. You know what I mean? And again, if it keeps going up, it keeps going up. You know what I mean? Or you put your I'm saying I trail it so it can keep going up, and I'll trail it. But if it comes back down hard, then you just buy the next dip. Do you think meme coins in the top 50 are also bad? No, I think those are. I think anything like in there. I think anything in the top 100 is actually somewhat legitimized. Majority of those are on top tier exchanges. Majority of those are easy access. Majority of those have been vetted. Pepe, even I guess Whiff hasn't really got on there, but I mean, I think some of them are legitimized. I mean, dude, you got even Melania, dude. It's getting on Coinbase. I bet you it's going to get on Coinbase. It's probably going to get on Robinhood. All those things. Are you serious, bro? That's fantastic, dude. That's awesome, dude. I love hearing that, Wild Dog. Congrats to you on that. Austin, I don't know what that is, Just Will. You see the news? Yeah, we're just talking about that, Daniel. Yeah, right here. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff, dude. Do you think Jasmine and Beam? I don't know enough about. I mean, Jasmine. People really like Jasmine. Beam might do a 10x. Beam. I mean, Beam's not too bad. I don't own any Beam, but I don't see it. I don't see it being like a bad thing. So if I put a 10x long on 1,000, how much does it have to go up to get 10K? Well, it'd be just that. It'd have to go up 10x, bro. You got to think all you're doing is it's allowing you to buy. Well, it's allowing you to buy. Oh, you'd have to go, if it goes up 10 to get a 10x on 10,000. I mean, you'd have to basically go up like on it's giving you $10,000. So basically just think about it like that. You're putting $1,000 in and it's allowing you to use 10,000. So if it goes up 10x, you're going to make like $10,000. If it just goes up 10%, you can make, I think, if you put $1,000 in, you're doing 10%, getting a 10x on that. Then it goes up. You're doing a 10x leverage on 1,000, put you at 10,000, right? And it goes up 10%. You're going to make $1,000. You're going to make $1,000. You're going to make $1,000 on that. How much does it get to 10? How much? Oh, yeah, you'd have to go up it'd have to go up. Yeah, I think I'm reading that right. I might be reading that wrong. I don't know. It's hard. That's confusing to me. Open my swing at 302 on XRP last night. Dude, hell yeah, dude. See, that's what I'm talking about, Brandon. Hell yeah. Thanks so much for the $2 too, man. Love it. Love it, dude. I love it. Yeah, so here's XLM already going to 44. So this thing is climbing right now. H bar's climbing too. So yeah, these are some good things. So the point right here is that this is where you want to watch out. You're going to probably find some resistance here at 35. This is where probably the kickback. If this goes up, 35 is probably going to be the kickback. It could bust through there and keep going up, which again, why you put a trail on that versus just selling it right away. That's my strategy. Yeah, I saw that they had a crypto task force. That's pretty awesome. Queef, what's up, buddy? Trump to sign 3 related executive orders today. Yeah, that'd be cool if he does when it comes to anything with crypto. Start November, liquidity levels, indicators on TV has just godsend. Ask my part because I'm currently in a 10x long. And so far, I'm 138% up in profits, and I'm trying to figure out where my exit is. That's a good question, dude. 10x, you're at a 10x long and at 138%. So, dude, did you put $1,000 in, Jeff? Caught 299 the other day. Nice, dude. See, that's what I'm talking about, Lord. The SEC launched a crypto task force led by Pierce to establish clear regulatory. Dude, that's how it should be, man. We get some framework out here. I think crypto's going to do really well. Look at XRP just booming right now, dude. Hell yeah. H bar doing really good right now. And XLM, we're gonna do. Damn, we're up to 45 now. Our goal is to get up here. I want to get up here to like 47 today for XLM. Everyone looking at the Trump pump should be really generating more true money. Yeah, you should just be generating a lot. JJ, what's going on, dude? Thanks so much for the $5, dude. What's going to take Crow to get to 10 billion market cap? Probably just some exposure. Probably people they have to do something with their blockchain, dude. Their blockchain is a little bit I don't know what the word is. It's just not as sexy as these other ones that are out here, so they don't get as much love. So they're gonna have to do some work at getting some people to develop over there and bring some liquidity over to their blockchain. Whether that's like doing an airdrop thing like Solana does, like they got to figure it out. Crow's kind of been a dud it was a dud towards the end of last bull run. A lot of people got wrecked on it when they ended up pulling out all their credit card stuff, and like, yeah, it just kind of fell flat a little bit. But yeah, they're gonna have to do a lot of things to bring projects over there to launch on Crow. That's what it's going to take to get to 10 billion. They got to bring liquidity over there somehow. So, what do you think about SEC Crypto 2.0? Yeah, I'm excited for it, dude. I think that's how it should be. What does it take to get a coin on Coinbase exactly? Just popularity, probably. Popularity, well-known developers, things like that. I think staking's fine if you can stake it decentralized. Yeah, that's probably not bad. Just make sure it's auto staking to where you can pull it off. It's not locked. That's my big thing. So if you can actually pull it off anytime, then you should be good to go. I've been telling everyone, I think XLM is kind of the one. The reason why I've been watching XLM is because the XLM is the only one that hasn't really broke out yet. All right, it's built back up. It came down here. Remember when we were talking about buying this down here. It almost looked like Chainlink. Came up and played this game, and now here we are, and it still hasn't broke out. Like I said, like XRP, we had a breakout. We broke out of this area. HBAR, we had a breakout. It broke up here to a new level. Let me get rid of this one. All right, we were able to break out and continue upward. Now we're establishing a new level here at 35. It looks like 34, 35. You know, XLM hasn't had that yet. We haven't had that breakout yet. So I'm hoping that we have a nice little breakout, maybe get back up here to, even if it's back up to 63 or maybe even up here, which would be a nice little return from where it's at right now. So if you believe that's going to happen, I mean, that's a 40% return. So, I believe it's going to happen. So I'm banking on a 40% return when that does. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I mean, that's what you're trying to hedging for. 2x is the answer, but it goes down 10%. Money goes gone. Yeah. I would agree with that. Do 10K, you need your coin to invest to do 100%. So with leverage, it will be 10,000%. Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was doing my math and I'm thinking like, I was reading the question wrong, I think. So you have $500 on a 10x. Okay. So you put $500 in on a 10x, which gave you 5,000 in leverage, right? And then you're up 138%, right? So that would give you roughly about what? It's like puts you over 5. It puts you like 600. You're like up like $600. You up like $600 right now. Excellent, breaking that 5.0. Yeah. Yeah. If it gets back up to this 5.0, that'd be freaking fantastic, dude. XRP short at 315. You think it should come back down? XRP has been an oversold position. To me, like, again, this is just even when we move this up, I mean, this is an over purchased area. I think this needs to come down further. I want to come down into the 280s. Like I said, I mean, that's kind of what I've been wanting, but it's hard to say because right now you can see the 12 hours coming down here, which is good. The day chart's still working its way down. It would be nice for the day chart to come down here, which would probably bring this down. You know what I mean? But we'll see. It's been on a send, so that's really hard to say. That's why I don't short the markets. All this is just a volume indicator, dude. So you just see where the levels are, just like high amounts of volume here. So like you just see where the levels are. And so these are your volume, your ups and downs for volume here across this level. So we know like across this level right here. And again, it could go all the way over to these levels too. So it's across the whole level here. It's not just in this area. It's across the whole level. And it tells you right here, where the levels of supports are on these levels and or resistance. So yeah. I'm late in the updates. Oh, we're just talking about where to buy things are, where things are at. Another thing here is that this is one thing I want to point out here. Ryan Armstrong did come out and said he predicts that Bitcoin will get into the millions, multiple $1 million range. So he's thinking that eventually Bitcoin will become worth millions of dollars per coin. What do you think about that? $1 million per? I think so too. That's why I hold Bitcoin. I think it's important you guys hold Bitcoin. I mean, even if you bought $10,000 worth of it right now, which is obviously the most, one of the best assets out there, you put $10,000 into it from the long-term investment. This goes up to $1 million. I mean, you just turn that $10,000 into $100,000. If it goes up to $2 million, I mean, you do the math. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, it's if you believe that, I mean, that then it's not a bad investment. How do you think Chainlink looks? Fantastic, dude. Chainlink looks absolutely amazing. Chainlink's looking really, really good. Yeah, again, we bought down here. Sorry, not right there. We bought. Where the hell did we buy? We bought at like 18, wasn't it? Like 18, right here. Where my line's at 18.5. I was like, where the hell did I go? I didn't realize on the day chart. Yeah, we bought right here at this line. So yeah, it's looking good, man. I'm happy with the Chainlink thing, dude, for sure. Billion Ryan, thanks so much for $2, dude. Like the live, or you smell like you guys are wild. You wild, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. Thank you very much for all the likes, and thanks so much for the $2, Billion, right? Trump already talked about his plans for crypto a month ago. Why would people think that would bring? I think it's probably because it's coming into fruition. I think that's probably what it is. Sui to the moon. Yeah, Sui doing pretty good right now. Where's my Sui? Yeah, it's up 6% right now. Yeah, Sui's back up into the. I only own a small bag of this, so I don't focus on it as much. But I mean, it is a small bag that's has gone up about $1.50 is where I bought it. So it is up, but it's just not significant enough to where I spend a lot of time on it. But yeah, Sui's looking like it's doing pretty good too. Flare, yeah, Flare's done well too. Flare's been up 11% right now. This is looking good. So Flare continues to do well. Yeah, Flare continues to do well. My mobile's trying to come back. My little degen play from years ago. Handy copy. Thanks so much, dude. What do you think? XLM is lagging behind XRP. Probably just because people are, what happens is people are going to eventually move money back into XLM. XLM seems to pump either before or after XRP, so it's kind of like a lag. It lags to what XRP does. If you go back and look, like it pumped before XRP did, and then so yeah, I don't know why. It's a good question. It's a really good question. I think there's a lot of Pokemon memes out there. I just found Trump bought Ethereum. Do you think he bought Aave? I think I did see that he did Chainlink. Trying to decide when to take profits and buy the next dip. Yeah, that's always the tough part, dude. Follow your indicators. Follow your indicators, wait for it to come down, set your losses or set your stop loss and wait for it to come back down again. It'll come back down to some degree. Did anyone see the VThor boom this one? I did not see that. Yeah, it does look like it wants to move, Lord. I'll give you that. It's actually 150% now. I'm willing to lose it. I'll just let it go. I think, yeah, I mean, I think you should I mean, that's a big gain, dude. You know what I mean? You doubled your investment plus, so yeah, David. Yeah, you're disappointed too. Yeah, it'll come, dude. Just look at the overall. Look at here, dude. This is what we have to look forward to. Just realize that this is looking really good. Anticipate this. Let me get the comment out of the way. Always anticipate this. Okay. But we can look for something like this. This is kind of what we want to see. So you want air sent your download in every wallet. Hey man, that's good. David, who Curtis K? Who's David? What's up, Curtis? Who are you talking about? David Goxking? David Goxstein? Austin, please warn people about XCN. I don't know enough about it. People are killing it though on the Altcoin. I mean, I don't know enough about it. I don't know who owns it, like all that kind of stuff. I know people are excited about it, but I don't know enough about it to really say anything. Trump is live on Coinbase. Is it live on Coinbase now? Oh shit! Did they just post it? Let's go to X here real quick. They didn't come out and say it. Damn. All right. Well, they didn't come out and say it. I wonder, is it live though? Let's take a look. Oh, you're saying is it? Oh, you're saying is it live? I'm not seeing it live over here yet. What's going on with XCN? It was one of the few cryptos that was way up during the inauguration. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Greed comes in here. Jay Vale, thanks so much for the $5, dude. Hey Austin, have you ever looked into Flux decentralized cloud infrastructure on a 2-1 announcing 2 big partnerships? I mean, I've heard of Flux, but I haven't invested in Flux, Jay Vale. And yeah, I mean, Flux is I think it's been here for a long time. So yeah. But I've never looked into it. So it is decentralized though. And thanks so much for the $5. Yeah, there's a lot of peer-to-peer. I would agree with that. What do you think of VeChain? I think VeChain's good. Well, Pump, I don't know. It's a very slow mover, dude. It's like the Cardano of things. Did you see the crypto task force has been created? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they bought a wrap. The Trump administration bought wrap Bitcoin, which is kind of crazy, right? New listener and subscriber, appreciate all the awesome content. Can you tell me the blue yellow indicators? Yeah, this right here is the that you're talking about. This right here. Take a screenshot. It's the visible range volume profile. You can just go right up to indicators, type in visible range volume profile, and it'll help you with your lines of support. So appreciate that, Sean. XRP pumping. XRP's up 322. HBAR 344. Yeah, and XLM up to 45. Yeah, these are looking good, man. These are looking good, dude. Yeah, you can make some pretty good returns right now. XRP's waking up. Yeah. Withdrew 700 first, my first portfolio last night from Coinbase and paid car bills. Dude, damn, hell yeah. A team in with the group. Thank you. Profits going up again. Hell yeah, toolbox. Love it, man. Love it. Yeah, we're coming back up. Things are looking good. I'm sad I sell all my VeChain that I held for 4 years. Still got all my VTOR. Damn, dude. Did you move it over? Yeah, it really did. I mean, even this last time with the swing trading that happened right here, like this was a swing trader's dream right here. This was a swing trader's dream all day right over here. Let me get these fractals out. These fractals are annoying. This was a day trading dream right here. We made a lot of money in in December. We made a lot of money in December. And now we're going to come up here. We're going to hopefully do the same thing, whether it's 7 days, 10 days, I don't know, but I'm going to do the same thing up here probably with XRP. $10x leverage on 311 for 1600. Damn, bro. All right, Tristan. Good luck. Could this be a post-inauguration pump? Yeah, we haven't really had. I mean, it could be. We haven't really had it before. Someone asked me about Pepe. Let's take a look at Pepe real quick before I jump off. Yeah, Pepe is. It's hard to do this because this is emotional trading right now. But I mean, it's definitely still killing it. It's definitely filled its fair value gaps. How far is it down? Start coming down up here. Yeah, there'll have to be some momentum that comes back into it somehow. But it's create a new low to a higher low. Now it hasn't created a new low yet, so that's positive. It hasn't created this new low. Remember, this is a good liquidation event in the market right here, but this hasn't created a new low yet, so that's positive. Now, if this creates a new low, then we'll probably create a new high, which then could create a new low. So day chart's down at the bottom, which could be a little positive from RSI standpoint. The 12 hours coming down, the 4 hours working its way up. You can see it's building back up, but yeah, the day chart's telling us that we could come down further. I mean, usually the 12. Yeah. Yeah. Again, it could be a nice little area. Again, that's too, you can't TA this stuff. It's emotional trading. But yeah, I mean, I own it. I like it. I from a meme point standpoint. So no, I don't think so, Sergio. I don't think it's gonna hurt Doge. XCN is BlackRock. It's not tradable on Coinbase yet. Yeah. Vicenzo, thanks so much for the $2, dude. People are saying Trump Liberty buying XRP. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen it yet. They'll post the transactions if they do. Yeah, it can be traded through Coinbase Wallet. Yeah. What are the top altcoins in your opinion for the bull run? I think the ones we're talking about: XRP, XLM, HBAR, Chainlink. Then you got other ones out here like the other ones that are smaller, like Flare. I mean, other people like XDC. That one's doing pretty good. Caspa. There's a lot, dude. Sushi, Uniswap. Hey, I'm new to this crypto thing, but I know where to learn about things you are talking about. But when can I learn? When do I know where to learn things? I think Dush, you just got to go and do some research, man. Just go and look at TradingView and look at indicators and just do your research on crypto, man. It's the best thing to do is just time in the space. At what point should I move my coins off the exchanges? Anytime you're going to look for a long accumulation period. So if you plan on holding it for like months, maybe even weeks. I don't think they announced did they actually announce the XRP as a payment? Yeah, definitely never sell all your crypto. That's true. That is a true thing. I don't think YouTube allows you to create commands. I wish they did. I wish they did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, MK, it's hard to catch up. There's a lot of questions that come through. Coinbase says you can buy Trump on Coinbase Wallet, but when you hit buy and try to choose the asset, it says nothing found. Yeah, it's because it's only in the wallet. You got to buy it through the wallet, dude. You can't buy it through the exchange. Yeah, I think Pepe's a little bit more popular, I think, than Bonk. But yeah, XRP is doing good right now. 23. HBAR is going up to 34.6, almost to 35. Let's go to the 4-hour here. Almost to the 35, which we again has a nice little indicator right there. XLM on its way up. Hopefully we get up to the 47 marker today if we can keep rallying this up. Maybe we get up to this cycle all-time high again at 340, which would be nice. Yeah, you should just go to the decentralized side and buy it. Just go buy it on Solana. It's going good, DP, going good. Trump coins been on Robinhood since yesterday morning. Nice, dude. You guys got a lot. But all right, guys, I got to jump off, guys. You guys know that's why I started early today. I got to jump off. I got to get to an appointment. But I'll try to put out some content today. I will not be streaming tonight. I will be in Discord though tonight. I got soccer, so that means that XRP is going to pump tonight. So just let everyone know, if you're part of the A team, XRP tends to pump when I'm at soccer. So soccer is tonight. That's probably why it's starting to rally right now. Seems to be the MO. So appreciate you guys all coming on here today. And kicking it with me today. I know that it was a short stream tonight or today, but I do appreciate it. And we'll continue to monitor these charts. Things are looking good. Trust your indicators. Follow the indicators. Trust them. And again, always set your stop losses on this so that you don't lose your profits if you're in a swing trade. If you're not in a swing trade, just continue to accumulate in areas of accumulation. Whenever it dips into a green zone, you should be accumulating. Wait for it to come back down because it will eventually come back down into a green zone. Same with HBAR, XLM. Those are the areas that you want to watch for if you're in these. So with all that, like I said, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, you guys hit that subscribe button. Love you guys. We're out. Peace out, everyone.